Hello, and welcome to a new season of Spooky Movie Time with Scary Gary. We've made some changes between seasons. For instance, you'll notice we've opened up different parts of the castle for filming, so you're going to see some different rooms and some different angles. We'll talk more about some of the other changes when we come back, but for now, let's get to our short film. It's an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's story, The Facts in the Case of M. Valdemar.
You will probably notice that we're not actually showing the brain that wouldn't die in this episode. We've had to make changes to the episode because MGM says that they have copyright on the movie. Although if you go to publicdomainmovies.com, you can watch the movie there because it is in public domain. If you go to Wikipedia and look up the movie, you will find that it is in fact in public domain. And if you go to Wikimedia Commons, you can also watch the movie. We, however, have removed it because we don't have the budget to hire a lawyer to fight a big movie company. So we're leaving all of our segments intact and just removing the movie. The exception to that is our sponsor ad, where we have removed the clips from the film. So that has been altered from what it originally was. So while you can't actually watch the movie, you can still watch all of our footage here. And like I say, you can find it several places on the internet to watch it because it is actually in public domain.
I hope you enjoyed that one. One of the people in the audience listening to The Mesmerist looked familiar to me, but I can't quite place him. You know, another change we've got for this season is we now have sponsors for each episode. And our sponsor for this episode is Jan and the Pan Industries. So let's watch their ad now.
Do you have trouble remembering why you came into a room? Do you struggle to find the right words? Well, if you are worried you might be developing cognitive issues, Jan and the Pan Industries has an answer. In a perfectly safe procedure, somewhat, well, we really don't know if it's safe or not. We'll remove your head from your body. Then we'll feed it full of special nutrients and chemicals to promote better brain health. Then, when the procedure is done, we'll just reattach your head to your body, or for an added fee to the unused body of your choice. For an additional charge, we can even install easy-to-remove connectors to allow you to do it all over again in the privacy of your home. Call Jan and the Pan Industries today. We're waiting for your head.
I hope you didn't lose your head over that ad. I bet you've never seen that silent short film before. That's because we've got a whole treasure trove of them that have never been released. Now, let's get to my remix of that one.
I thought they said there would be lunch. It's afternoon. I bet there's no food coming. Hey, maybe he's bringing the food. Wasn't he the lead singer at Black Sabbath for a while?
What you doing napping, bro? Can't you see you have company? So listen, you won't believe this. I show up to lecture, and these people think I'm the food delivery guy. Can you believe that?
Seriously? By the way, have you seen my lunch? I heard it was coming.
You too? Next you're gonna be asking me to sing Black Sabbath song.
Well, you did have that gig for a while, didn't you? Hey, did you guys bring food?
What do we look like, a delivery service?
Well, kinda. Hey, where'd they come from?
Well, we were told there would be snacks, so we decided to drop in.
And now, I'm going to pull a rabbit out of this man's wig. Abracadabra calamazoo. Big bamboo. Polywana crack a dawn up again. And poof, there's a rabbit. Well, okay, it's an invisible rabbit, so you'll have to believe me, but it's there.
I don't think you should have given up that Black Sabbath gig. You were better at it than you were at magic.
For the last time, I was never in Black Sabbath.
Was it Iron Maiden?
Give me a break.
We've looked everywhere, and there is no rabbit.
Wakey, wakey! Doctor?
We have checked the surrounding area. Still no rabbit. What have you done with that rabbit? Tell us now.
And there never was any rabbit. He's just a terrible magician.
I'll show you what a great magician I am. I will make time move very quickly. See? It's Halloween!
That was a fun remix to do. I hope it was fun to watch. Now, before we get to our main movie, we should check in with our remote reporter, DB Lovecraft. DB, I see you're still with us.
I didn't get any better offers.
Color me shocked.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just happy to see you. We'll talk more after the first part of our movie. We're watching 1962's The Brain That Wouldn't Die. DB, did you know this movie had some alternate titles?
No, I didn't.
They started with The Black Door. There was a suggestion that they go with I Was a Teenage Brain Surgeon, but that didn't gain traction.
Oh, like I was a teenage werewolf and I was a teenage Frankenstein?
Exactly. They also went with The Head That Wouldn't Die. In fact, some prints of this have that as the title card at the end. Now let's get back to The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Did you know that the whole head in the pan thing was used for the poster art for an adaptation of one of your cousin H.P. Lovecraft stories?
It was?
Yes, one of the posters for Reanimator shows Dr. Hill's head in a pan, much like we see in this movie.
Oh, I always avoided that movie. You know me and scary stuff.
I sure do. I just don't know what prompted you to get a job with Spooky Ventures.
A paycheck.
I can't argue with that. Well, let's get back to our movie. Okay, DB, I have to ask, did your brain die?
Are you insulting my intelligence?
No, I'm just curious. I mean, you are dead, right?
Yes.
So your brain died.
That's right.
Alright, so how are you here?
Oh, it's all supernatural and really complicated.
And you still have your memories?
I sure do.
Well, I bet at some point you'll wish you didn't remember this conversation. Now let's get back to our movie. DB, you might have heard that humans only use 10% of their brains.
Yes, I've heard that.
Well, that's a myth.
Well, how much do humans use?
We actually use all of our brains, although given some people that's hard to believe. Now let's get back to our movie. DB, we talked before about your memory. Is it supernaturally enhanced?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know for sure. I didn't come with an owner's manual, you know.
I ask because studies have shown that as powerful as the human brain is, memory is actually very unreliable.
Really?
Yes, it's a function of how memory works. Every time you remember something, it's taken out of storage, viewed, and then put back. The problem is when it's restored, there are often errors added to it.
Seriously?
That means the more often you remember something, the more likely that memory is going to be corrupted. I'm not sure how that's going to affect our memory of this movie, but let's get back to it now. That brings us to the end of another episode of Spooky Movie Time with Scary Gary, and actually the first one of our second season. DB, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Only that I'm glad to be back for another season.
I second that sentiment, and I hope the viewers have enjoyed the changes we've made to the show for this new season. We'll be back in a month with another new episode. In the meantime, remember, spooky is a lifestyle, not a season, so always keep it spooky.